Hi there, folks. Welcome to part 58 of MS Saga, A New Dawn. Last time, we basically did the last of the putzing around that we're going to do before we go to space this time. So, to go to space, if you may or may not remember, you get inside of the white base and you press the X button. Come on, let's head to the moon. We've got to stop Gabriel. Woo! It's the moon! The moon! We've really made it! No way! Huh? It's a transmission from Marie. I'll put her through. Tristan, listen carefully. The surface of the moon is rough and unsuitable for landing. Unsuitable for landing? What are we supposed to do? Well, I would like to point out that the ship can float. And in fact, there are catapult decks in the what looks like legs. I'm just saying. But for this game, you have to land at a spaceport. And there's one in the vicinity, luckily. There's several spaceports. We do not have a map of the moon, for the record. Tristan, I'm detecting a mother of a region. It's coming from the north. It might be the giant G system. Come on, let's head north. Yeah, we have no map for the moon. So, the moon is very twisty-turny. So what I recommend you do, if you're not following me, is use the spaceship to fly so you can get an idea of what to expect. Because, well, there's alternate places for us to go, actually. Like, for instance, this way takes us all the way over to what looks like a sperm alcove, which leads to nothing. But it does show us that there is a little base thing here and a spaceport. We'll be back for this one later. We can't... I don't believe we can do that one yet. This one, also, this pathway also leads to another one of those little space things, which I know we can do this one, but we're not going to yet. That's also actually what I'd call the best place to level grind, but I'll talk about that when we actually get to it. And then there's one other little base that we can find, but for now, I want to go back to where the spaceport is, because what I was starting to say is that to get an idea of where you need to go with minimal ease, and this is without looking up a guide, is start from the spaceport and then follow the land. Like the pathway that you're going to have to run along on the land. Because, yeah, it's pretty twisty-turny. We're going to need to head this way. There's the third base. We will be doing that here in a bit. Then you head up this way. Keep on moving. And then over here is our destination, which would be so much easier if we just used the catapults to jump out of the white base, but whatever. And that is where we're going to be going, but not immediately, because as I said, we have a little base to do first. So we may as well get to running. Now, despite the fact that not very many people are able to go to the moon in this day and age, there sure are a lot of enemies piloting mobile suits on the moon. Including some mini-bosses. So, we have the Zeong. I don't know if you remember the perfect Zeong that we actually fought a while back now on Earth, but this is basically a slightly weaker rendition of that. Not a lot to say, except it does have Beam Latch, which is a priority shoot-ya move. And I think it also has Shot Burst. I don't know. It's not that tough of an enemy. You don't want to burn all of your TP, though, because we do have quite a ways to go. So, in between parts, I went ahead and stocked up on some supplies. As much as I could afford, anyway. We're not that rich. But I bought healing meds, sedatives. I bought healing meds and sedatives. I bought like 30-something restorative drinks, sorry. And I think that's it. Like, I think that summarizes everything that I bought. And as you can tell from my credit count, I'm pretty broke. But it's okay. We're going to get plenty of money. We're going to get plenty of money, and we're going to turn around and spend it right away. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Good lord, a whole fresh batch of enemies, and I get a repeat immediately. I fought another Zeong. And there's so many more enemies on the moon. Drives me crazy. But our first stop is going to be this moon base. We're going to definitely get this base done this part, but I'm not sure, because these things are a lot bigger than it looks. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this and get to the Moon G system. Anyway, look at this place. It's a base from before the Great Fall. I wonder if there's anything worth salvaging in there. We might find some weapons or something. Let's check inside. Oh, sure. Now you're on board with the salvaging, but when we wanted to loot Fall Dust, no. So, a fun thing that you might notice immediately from looking at this aesthetic, it's very similar to the Moon Arc. That spaceship that fell from the moon onto Earth near Angelia that we were in way long ago. Yeah, aesthetically, it's actually pretty similar. And that's a nice attention to detail. I also really love the music that plays in these moon bases. It's very calm and very, I don't know, very mysterious. Which makes sense, because we have no idea what to expect. We're on the moon. But these bases have a lot of goodies in them. Some are better than others. We got a repair unit SP. I ain't complaining about that. That's pretty great. Some of these bases are better than others. Because this is the most easily accessible one, it's going to have the, I guess I'd say, least useful things in it. All things considered, but it's still pretty darn useful. Like, we're going to get some... I know at least one thing that's in here is going to be getting used a lot going forward, so I'm not complaining. But occasionally, the doors will be locked. I'll fight them in a moment. I want to get a power booster. We already have one of those, and it's on Major Resner. Which reminds me, in between parts, I kind of semi-sort of stripped the Zeta Gundam. Well, I say that, but really what I did was I stuck more melee-oriented parts on it. So now it looks atrocious, but it does have a better melee stat. Which is good, because that's what Major Resner needs at this point. Alright, but new enemies, we got Giga Crushers and Red Drysons. You can probably guess what the Giga Crushers do. At least I'd hope you'd be able to tell. Let's go with the Mega Fire with the double beam rifle on the Dryson, and we're going to do Shoot All and Shot Burst. I haven't done that in a long time now. But hey, it's just as effective as it's always been. The Giga Crushers will use Giga Crush on you when they get enough energy. The Red Dryson, I believe, is just a mass production styled Dryson. It's a good mobile suit, but we got this. And from the fight, we took one of the arms from the Dryson. Woo! It's worthless, but we do have it now. We already had a right and a left, and I sold them because they weren't very good. It's too bad because I do love the Dryson from an appearance standpoint. It's the final rendition of the Dom mobile suit, and I absolutely love it. And it's actually a pretty good mobile suit, just not in this game. But here we go, something that we'd see a ton. Space Leos! Yes, Space Leos. And in case you're wondering, yes, that is a very different rendition of Leo. These are stronger than the Leos we saw near Tohai, for one. And in the anime series of Gundam Wing, Space Leos are a different mobile suit than regular Leos. They are called Space Leos. They're Leos in space! That said, they're not all that different. They're just going to spam their drum machine guns. They do have a chance of dropping repair units, if I remember correctly. But all things considered, they are cannon fodder at this point because, well, shot burst plus hyper mega launcher is great. The hyper mega launcher is fantastic. Although we're finally going to be getting a regular firearm that's more powerful than it in this part. That's actually one of the things that's inside of this moon base. Oh, great. But we have Killer Gap Lance and Shot Killer 3s. Goody, Shot Killers. Yay. But we can worry about them in a moment. Let's deal with the Killer Gap Lance with the same way we've been dealing with them with enemies. So, a fun fact about the Killer Gap Lance. They're actually weaker than the regular Gap Lance. No, I'm not kidding. They're slower and they have less health. I don't know why. They just are. I don't know why the weaker renditions are on the moon. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. If these are on the moon and have been on the moon, maybe they're rusted out, but yeah, for whatever reason, they are weaker than regular Gap Lance. Alright, let's go ahead and smack it, and let's get our melee characters out here. Come on, Tristan. You're gonna go ahead and boost attack the one on the right. And I guess we'll have Resner hop out, because why not? And she'll power charge, I don't know, one of them. There we go, that one's dead. That one is not, but this will probably kill it. And we got a Restorative Drink DX. That's always welcome. Resner gets a boost attack that would have actually been helpful against the Metal Zaku Kings. Critical Charge. We've seen this before against the Drill Lancers, but this is the final rendition of the Charge boost attacks. Fritz learns a technique that is one of his best, Full Regenerate. It is a full revival technique. It's the souped up version of Regenerate, and it's going to get used a lot as well. But when you defeat all the enemies, the doors unlock. So that's spiffy. But let's get set up again. And yeah, here, let's see. Where are the Gap Lance? (1,100 HP), and you guys remember, our setup has not changed. They are faster than most of us. Whereas the Killer Gap Lance only have 810 HP. And as you saw, we're definitely faster than them. It's very weird. Like, it is just a very weird choice. I don't understand it. But, oh well. I'm not complaining. Regular Gap Lance are a pain in the ass. Not as bad as Masala's, though. I will say, Masala's are definitely worse. Which is funny, because I like the Gap Plant better than the Masala. Oh, damn it. Okay. We're going to defend with Tremi, but I want to get rid of the Leo, so we're going to Shot Burst and Shoot All. Because we're going to do something with Tremi I haven't actually done yet to help deal with the Shot Killers. Well, hopefully the Hyper Mega Launch is enough to kill that one. Although if it's not, it doesn't matter. It's going to die next turn anyway. Alright, so something I've actually not done yet with Tremy is take advantage of her Sonic Blaster boost attack. One of her best boost attacks, and she's one of the only characters who gets it. Not quite enough to finish off all of the shot killers, but it did a healthy amount of damage. Only problem is it's a 9 energy boost attack, and that sucks. Like, unfortunately, that part really kind of sucks. It's alright, though. We've got this. Let's go ahead and use a Mega Slash. And I really don't care what you do. Lapis, go ahead and smack it. Come on, get your melee in there. Yeah! Go, Lapis! Way to finish it off! I just put the Gundam Saber on her, just, you know, that way she has something to counterattack with other than punching. Because you'd be surprised how often that actually kills enemies. Anyway, let's keep going. And inside of this room, we find a button. Oh. We need to find multiple buttons to get something to happen, and we're going to have to do that. If we want to finish out this dome, which of course we do. The best stuff is is behind the button door. Speaking of Masalas, we have Claw Masalas. Okay, so the Claw Masalas, kinda like the Killer Gap Plants, are weaker than regular Masalas. And it's really weird because they actually prioritize on punching moves, which is very out of place to me. That seems very strange. But regardless, we've got this. Shoot all, shot burst. And Tremy's gonna just shoot the one, because why not? But yeah, it baffles me. I don't understand why they made these future renditions of those mobile suits weaker. It's very strange to me. But, oh well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Li Feng leveled up and learned the boost attack Limiter Off. We've seen this before, but it's kind of like Fritz's Overboost. Boost attack, only not quite as good because it only greatly increases attack and speed. But I mean, those are the two that matter the most, so that's pretty great. But it's exciting because that means the next boost attack she learns is gonna be so good. I can't wait. This door is locked. It won't open. We need to find the other switch. Hey, shot killers and Giga Crushers. Okay, well, we're not gonna stick with the standard strategy we were going with. We're gonna go ahead and use the Hyper Mega Launcher, but let's switch and get Tristan out because I'm pretty sure a shot burst with the Hyper Mega Launcher will kill the Giga Crusher anyway. So Tristan's gonna hop out and just slash the shot killer. And then this way we can finish this off this turn. No, wrong thing. There we go. I went ahead and stuck the Zeta Gundam shoulder armor onto the Arjarja for Tristan. So now he is actually much faster. Like, much, much faster than he was with the Sandrock shoulders. And that's good, because that directly affects his critical hit rate. And he didn't lose that much in defense. He's not all that different, other than he's faster. The Zeta Gundam shoulders are great. Some of the better shoulder armor in the game, actually. Alright, but if this is the switch door, which it is not, I was going to say, then we'll flip the switch and turn around real quick to hit the other door up. But clearly it's not. I actually am pretty sure it's going to be the next door we hit. That is the switch door. I'm pretty sure, at least. I could be wrong. You never know. Oh no, the door's been locked. Which means we have to fight enemies. Although, I'm about tired of shot killers, but I should get used to it, because shot killers are going to be around pretty much forever going forward. Let's go ahead and shoot you, why not? And let's use a shot burst with the Hyper Mega Launcher, and we'll get Lapis out here instead of Tristan, so she can use shoot all. If she had just one more energy, then we could do double shot burst, which would be overkill and a half, but, I mean... Point is, we could. But, oh well, what we have is fine. Especially since I think Fritz with the Hyper Mega Launcher can actually one-shot them all on his own right now. It's amazing. Why don't we actually heal before we keep going? Because the, we are getting damage accumulated on us, just chip damage here and there, so. Also, I apologize if my throat clearing is getting obnoxious. I don't know, I'm probably fighting something off and not even realizing it. Let's go ahead and attack, and we're going to use Shot Burst, Shoot All. You guys know the song and dance. Alright, we can do a Plasma Lancer. And then let's get Resner and Tristan or Li Fong. That doesn't matter. I don't care who. But let's get some characters out here to lend us a hand finishing this off. Although this is probably going to kill whoever it hits. Oh, yeah. I would just use Giga Bomber and Funnel, but I don't want to waste all of our TP because we're going to need it, because we're still not even at the Moon G system yet. So I'd rather not waste our TP. Alright, well, needless to say, I don't really have anything to say about this fight. Okay. Fritz, Lapis, you guys know what to do. Tremi, I don't even know what I picked for you. It doesn't matter what you do, to be honest with you. That must be a really demotivating thing to hear from a teammate. Yeah, you do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. But unfortunately, it's true. Yeah. The only reason it would matter what she does is if both Fritz and Lapis miss. But there we go. The enemies are defeated. We can open the door. And a door has been unlocked somewhere nearby. Fancy that. Who would have... Yeah. And we have one other room as well. And I want to actually go there first because I'm going to forget at this point if I go to the other room first and we finish that. And we finished up the moon base. So we're going to go ahead and hit up here. Because there is likely a chest. Because I want to see what kind of goodies are here. Right? Don't you guys? Well, I mean, that's the whole reason we're here, is to get some good stuff. So, let's see. What's in this chest? What's in this chest? We'll find out after that fight. A Regeneration Kit SP. Very nice. Regeneration Kit SP. It fully revives the character. It's basically the same thing as Fritz's full regenerate technique. So that's pretty darn spiffy, if you ask me. Alright, let's head down to where the locked door is. Or was, rather. It shouldn't be locked anymore. And then we can get this moon base finished up. Nah, we're fine. I was gonna say, maybe we need to heal a little bit. Yeah, no, we're fine. Like, the regular enemies, unless there's shot killers mixed in, aren't even getting turns, so... But there's a mini-boss in this place, so let's see what we got. A red Cubile, as well as 2 red Drysons. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and defend with Tremy, and we're gonna do Shot Burst and Shoot All with Lapis and Fritz to get rid of the Drysons, and then we can Gatling Fire the Cubile. The Cubile is, well, the Cubile is really freaking fast. Ooh, very nice though. We got a crit on it. Alright, but that takes care of the Drysons, and then we're going to Gatling Fire the Cubile. Gatling Fire, let's have Fritz use Repair All, actually. And Lapis is going to use Funnel. It's defending, which I figured it would. There we go, though. We're back up to snuff. And it's going to shoot us. Let's defend, and funnel. And then if it survives this funnel, next turn it's going to die. I'm pretty darn sure. Alright, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to die this turn. Let's start out with the Lightning Lancer. Let's switch in Tristan. So he can do his Giga Crush. Let's also switch in Li Fong so she can do Ankoku Ken. Ooh, well, maybe it won't die this turn. Nope, it's still in there. How about that? Alright, let's have Resner hop on out, and she's going to actually defend. And we need Lapis out here so she can use Funnel. And I don't know, defend. Alright, we're going to go ahead and use Major Resner's new boost attack, Critical Charge. Meanwhile, Lapis is going to system hack. And let's get Fritz out here so he can charge in case we don't kill it this turn. That way, next turn, he can use Gatling Fire. There's the system hack. Maybe I should have done that sooner. It doesn't matter. This fight's not very hard, and as you can tell, I don't even know if this thing has boost attacks. Critical Charge is one of the absolute best Lance boost attacks in the game. And I believe only Resner gets it. From that, we got a funnel container. I believe that is the second level of funnel container, which instead of just 30%, a 30% damage increase to the funnel technique, it is a 50% increase. I believe. I'll have to check that, but we'll have to do that later. For right now, let's keep going because we took out the mini-boss. Yeah, we're fine. This abomination that is the Zeta Gundam now. So it makes me sad. But here we go. Let's get some treasure. A high power kit. Very nice. 2 attack upgrade kits. Also very nice because those are going to be used soon. We need a hacking tool to get a VSBR. I'll talk about that in a moment because that's the real big treasure. An armor upgrade kit. Restorative drink SP. And 2 ECAP S's. Okay, so the VSBR. I have no idea what the letters actually stand for, but I'm going to guess it stands for Very Strong Beam Rifle. Because, well, that's exactly what it is. It's a very strong beam rifle. 320 attack power means it is more powerful, actually, than the Hyper Mega Launcher. It also only has 3 energy cost, which means you can use it with Shoot All, and also you can use sniping boost attacks with it. It's pretty big, but it's also really, really good. And so, there's a couple of things we could do with this. We could either try to squeeze it on to Fritz at the moment, but I don't think we need to do that. He's fine with the Hyper Mega Launcher. We could try to put it on the double Zeta Gundam because, well, the double beam rifle's doing okay, but hey, we could always have better. But I don't think that's a good choice either. Instead, I think we should squeeze it onto the Zaku 3 and give Lapis a more powerful shoot-all attack. So we're going to actually unequip the... oh, shoot. The... whatever it's called. The double beam rifle because she doesn't need it anymore, and she's going to have the VSBR. Now she has the Hyper Bazooka and the VSBR. She can use it with shoot-all. It's great. The VSBR, I believe, is from Gundam F91, which I think was in development at the time that this game was made. So, I don't know what it's actually called, but, I mean, VSBR seems like it fits. Very strong beam rifle. It's a pity what happened to Gundam F91, because I actually was kind of interested in it, but no, it's a pity. Anyway, we are done at this moon base, so we're going to go ahead and escape, and next time on MS Saga, A New Dawn, we're going to go to the actual Moon G system. We're not going to hit any of the other 4 little moon bases yet. We're going straight to the Moon G system. And so, folks, I will see you guys then.